Hi everyone, let's explore this full stack developer roadmap. This is step-by-step guide to become a modern full stack developer in 2026. So, following this roadmap will lead you become full stack developer. In this roadmap, we will be breaking down all of this stuff step by step so you can follow along and achieve this tag of full stack development. So, without further delay, let's dive into it and learn something. So, what is full stack development? A full stack developer is someone who can work on both the front end and back end of an application. They write code and most of the time also take care of everything required to push the product into production. So you can learn all of this stuff here. I will be sharing the link also. However, we will be doing overview of this whole roadmap and you can also see it by yourself. Before that, you can get understand of what is the roadmap of full stack development. So stay tuned with me and learn something with me. So if you already a full stack developer, you should visit the following stack: the front end, back end, and DevOps. Target audience for this roadmap is absolute beginners wanting to get into full stack development. So you can follow along the other roadmap also to understand how this roadmap link with each other and how to become a full stack development developer. However, I will be going through all of this stuff so you don't have to visit other stuff. If you follow this, you will understand how full stack developer you can become. So find the version of this roadmap along with the similar roadmaps. You can visit roadmap.sh. So, how does full stack development start? You first need to learn HTML, which is the standard markup language for creating web apps. It is a language, and CSS, which style the HTML. So you have to learn these basic technologies to move forward toward JavaScript. JavaScript is a programming language. So before that, you have to checkpoint static web pages. You have to create some web pages using HTML CSS because it is possible to create any web page using just HTML and CSS, also making it responsive. For functionality, we have to learn JavaScript. So you have to learn the interactivity using JavaScript in your web pages. So after that, you have to move forward towards learning more in-depth concept like NPM. What is it? It's just external packages you have to install in your JavaScript program to perform all the other stuff which is required to make it more interactive while making the code more maintainable and easy to understand. So after that, you have to know what is Git and GitHub to push your code online and to update your code online and to make it more accessible for everyone in the world by just a particular platform, which is GitHub. You have to learn the Git language to access the GitHub. However, you can do GitHub by manually going to the website, but it is a good practice to learn Git to access the GitHub website. You have just completed the fundamentals of web development, which is HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and NPM, Git, and GitHub. Now you have created a website which is interactive, and you have included some libraries, and now you have uploaded your whole code to GitHub. Now people can access it from anywhere in the world. Now it's time to put some CSS frameworks like Tailwind CSS, which make your UI more better and interactive. And after that, you have to use React.js. What is React.js? React.js makes your application more reliable, scalable, maintainable, and easy to understand. And it is make industry level project. So feel free to skip this and visit after learning backend. If you want to, you should start with backend from here. After that, you can learn these technologies. But if you have learned this stuff, then you can create front-end apps easily with interactive framework libraries like React.js. So now it's time to learn the backend. So for learning backend, you have to learn a framework which is Node.js. So not just make your backend development easier because it's just built on JavaScript, and you have learned the JavaScript fundamentals, and now you can create dynamic backends linking to databases, etc., creating APIs, and all of this stuff will be going behind the Node.js code. So you have to create a CLI app, and this is very easy for you because now you have just learned the Node.js, which is a backend technology, and after that you have to go towards the PostgreSQL because it is much demanding in the world right now, and it is just a database where you can put your data and save the data and make some create, delete, update feature on your data. And after that you have to create a CRUD app to make it fully wrap up in one application. So far what have you learned, like from front end to back end, you have to create a full stack app, which will be a simple CRUD app, and it will contain all the technologies you have learned and all the things you have mastered. So it will be just practicing your all skill in one application. After that, you have to learn RESTful APIs and JWT Auth and Redis, which are the more popular application technologies which are used while building a full stack app. You have learned front end, you have learned back end. Now it's time to go towards full stack development, which contain these technologies to be understood so you can create that level of applications. So you have to create a full app using these all of the technologies. Use the checkpoints and do not forget to practice what you learn. There are a project idea at each checkpoints that you can build to solidify your knowledge. So now there is a big part which is DevOps, and DevOps should be understood to go towards the full stack development. So first of all, you have to learn Linux basics. Linux basics contains all of the concept how Linux works, how you can use Linux for your whole development. After that, you have to learn AWS basics. What is Route 53, SES, EC2, VPC, SE, S3. And after that, you have to also go for Monit and do some development. And after that, you also have to learn GitHub Actions, and while doing GitHub Action you have to monitoring the stuff. So you also have to do CI/CD using Git and GitHub and GitHub Actions, and Ansible is a technology you have to learn. And after that you have to do some automation. You can click on this. I will be sharing the whole roadmap, and you can these checkpoints are clickable and you can complete these projects as well. So you have to learn after that Terraforms and to go towards the full stack development. Now we have learned front end, backend, and DevOps and AWS. You have to go for separate roadmaps to learn in depth of these technologies. However, I will be sharing these roadmaps also, so follow along with me, and I will be definitely creating videos for these technologies and these frameworks also. So yeah, that's it, and you have learned full stack development roadmap, and you can follow along this roadmap to complete your full stack development project or course. So what are the frequent uh, asked questions about this roadmap? So can I learn the full stack development in 3 months? Yes, you can learn the full stack development in 3 months, but only if you are already proficient in either front end and back end development, and you just need to pick up the missing half. Otherwise, expected to learn the ins and out of web development, both front end and back end, in such short time is too much for a single developer. So you have to put some time. If you don't know the front end and back end, it will go for around 5 to 6 months. If you have any experience with it, you can do it in under 3 months easily with self-pass. So these are the call to question. What does a full stack developer job typically? All of these frequently asked question will be covered up on the whole website. So don't worry about that. I am sharing the whole link for you so you can see. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one. See you tomorrow.